is what we call a dead angle. So this has to do with your angle of attack, okay? So we're gonna use the mats here and make an imaginary, come on over here, Malcolm, please. So you guys see where the space between the mats comes together, it kind of makes a capital T right here, right? So it makes a T, okay? Malcolm, I want you to face me with your heels on there, okay, ankles. So this line going from ankle to ankle is our ankle line. Does that make sense, everybody? Ankle line. That line that comes out perpendicular to that is the dead angle. That's the angle where he's has the least structure to defend me off balancing him. If I come to the side and I push, he can stabilize pretty well, right? If I come to that angle and I push, he's really easily off balance, okay? From front or rear, right? So imagine there's another line coming towards me. Now, if he changes and goes into a bladed stance, now look, his chest is still facing me, right? If I push here, he can stabilize on the rear foot, okay? So then I have to draw an imaginary ankle line, right? Line from ankle to ankle. And now a line perpendicular. This is his angle of off balance. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? So that's what we call a dead angle. This applies in your grappling too, right? You guys think about when you do a scissor sweep or something like that from the ground. We take advantage of those angles, right? I want to sweep my opponent in the angle of least resistance, okay, where they're structurally weak. That's the same thing for in the stand-up. So when we're doing that Kouchigari, I'm attacking to his right rear corner. Okay, it's like if you're looking down at a compass, right? We're north, south, east, west, right? Same thing, I'm looking down on his head, right? South would be his rear. We have over here, this is his right rear corner. That's my angle of attack here because, look, that's his dead angle. Everybody see that? That's easy, that's less work for me, okay? I want to make it as easy for me and as hard for him as possible. That's our jiu-jitsu formula, okay? Now the Ouchigari is the opposite, right? So he has that leg forward. Now my angle of attack is his left rear corner. Okay. If I'm doing, let's say, stand neutral. If he's here and I'm doing like an ippon seoi, right? The angle is here, right? So that's a forward throw. Make sense? Okay, so that's the angle of his dead angle. We call it a dead angle or weak angle. Okay. So that's important for you guys. You can take your knowledge that you have on your groundwork and translate it into your stand-up. It's the same thing. Principles are principles, right? So how I off-balance somebody on the ground is the same way I off-balance somebody in the stand-up. Okay. So sometimes they'll make that a triangle. I kind of like to think of it as a T or a cross there, right? Because if I can off-balance him to the rear, I can probably off-balance him to the front on that same line. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're attacking that line.